all about. Despite all of Chrysler Corporation's success in the past few years, one brand was almost forgotten: Plymouth. It had no definite image that car buyers could relate to, and as a result, its future seemed in doubt. But rather than send Plymouth the way of Hudson or DeSoto, Chrysler gave the struggling division a new image: value. First with the Neon, and now with our road test by request subject for this week, the Plymouth Breeze. This is a budget-priced version of Chrysler's award-winning JA sedan. But is the Breeze strong enough to blow life back into those sagging Plymouth sales? Well, anyone interested in a roomy, fun-to-drive middleweight sedan shouldn't overlook Plymouth's new Whirlwind. The Breeze serves as the entry-level JA car, a modestly equipped cousin to the Chrysler Cirrus and Dodge Stratus. So Breeze shares the JA's cab-forward architecture, which means a sloping windshield, little front overhang, generous interior room, and a secure wide stance. Add double wishbone independent suspension at each wheel, and you have one well-balanced chassis. For the most part, our Breeze whipped through the slalom like a sports coupe. The taut power rack and pinion steering provides just the right feedback, even during our high-speed lane change, which was accomplished with no sweat and little body roll. However, as with the Stratus we tested last year, the 14-inch Michelin XW4 tires can be easily pushed too hard, inducing very controllable tail slide. The sole Breeze engine is the 16-valve single overhead cam 2-liter 4 used in the Neon. The free revving unit produces 132 horsepower and 129 pound-feet of torque, which is delivered to the front wheels via a standard 5-speed manual transmission whose shifter is accurate and light to the touch. We put it to good use at the track, where our 2,900-pound sedan breezed from 0 to 60 in 9.6 seconds. While a good time for such a small engine, we know the Breeze 4-speed automatic to be on the sluggish side. So what about taking the wind out of this Plymouth sails? It's a lot easier if you order the optional anti-lock brakes. Although our non-ABS Breeze gave us a decent 127-foot average stopping distance from 60, lockup was almost immediate and hard to modulate. But you won't have to stop for gas very often. The EPA rates the Breeze at 25 city and 36 highway. In several hundred miles of real-world driving, we managed 29 miles per gallon. More importantly, for all those miles, the Breeze turns out to be a comfortable family car and just a pleasant machine to drive. Expansion joints were soaked up without fuss and were heard more than felt. The 70 decibels of noise we recorded at 60 was mostly tire rumble, and despite the Breeze name, wind noise was minimal. The style, textures, and appearance of the Breeze's interior appointments show that entry-level cars don't have to look cheap or dowdy, and dual airbags, air conditioning, and tinted glass are all standard. An overly wide cab-forward design also means excellent interior space for people and their gear, along with outstanding visibility. A tachometer is part of the analog gauge package, though both odometers are digital. The front bucket seats were another pleasant surprise, quite supportive if hard, and covered with a sturdy cloth in an attractive design. A tilt wheel and height-adjustable seatbelts are standard. The 4-speaker AM/FM stereo provides good sound quality with easy-to-use switchgear. Heat and air conditioning controls are even simpler, and there is even a convenient power point. Like Honda's Accord, the locking rear seat back isn't split, but does fold flat for versatility, and can also be released in the trunk. The seat itself furnishes good support, and there's more than ample head and leg room. Also more than ample is the 15.7 cubic feet of cargo area, making the Breeze's trunk the largest in its class. Not so its price, which starts at a very reasonable $14,595. And that, by the way, was the price of our test car. And price leads our list of breezy hits, along with smart styling, a roomy interior and huge trunk, and overall comfortable highway manners. Misses are few and include an engine that is marginally a bit small, and we wish the rear seatback was a more versatile split and fold design. Sure, we'd add ABS and maybe a cassette or CD player, but even with those extras, the Breeze would still be a bargain. And by creating an entry-level car that's so practical and fun to drive, Chrysler not only pumps some badly needed life into the Plymouth brand, but stands a much better chance of keeping that customer in the fold for years to come. And that, after all, is what the car business is all about. The latest release from Krause Publications is a bit on the morbid side, but still interesting. Old Car Wrecks is a photographic collection of accident scenes from the 1920s through the 1960s, and it's assembled by automotive authority Ron Kowalski. The events pictured range from humorous to horrifying, but happily only show the automotive victims, and show just how accurate the phrase, "they don't make them like they used to," really is. I hope you'll join us next time for more Motorweek and a test of the stylish new Oldsmobile Intrigue. Plus, we'll go off-roading with a different kind of 4x4. Craig Singhas visits one of America's most famous Civil War battlefields. Pat Goss shows you how auto parts get from there to here. Plus, Lisa Barrow shows us how Nissan's late lamented 300ZX stacks up as a used sports car. I'm John Davis. We'll see you then.
To order a video cassette of this program, call 1-800-422-0064 or send $19.95 plus $4.95 shipping and handling to Motorweek, Post Office Box 55742, Indianapolis, Indiana 46205.